Now recently, if you're familiar with what's been going on with Ayesha Curry, she is the wife of one of my personal GOATs of basketball, GOATs of sports altogether. Love his game. I love the way he shoots the ball from anywhere, and he makes that shit. He shot that shit from half court that one time, but he didn't actually make it. They debunked that in a TikTok. That's not important though. What is important is Ayesha, man. She's been going on the Embarrass My Husband World Tour, and as somebody who was recently a victim of the Embarrass My Man World Tour, as somebody who has been through the ringer of being publicly, privately embarrassed by the woman I love, I thought it would be perfect that I speak on this situation. Now, we got a video by Jamari every time that Ayesha Curry disrespected Steph.
So throughout my time on Earth, I've gotten to see some of the greatest athletes ever. And sometimes a single individual comes around and changes the game altogether. Someone comes in and dominates in such a way that has you contemplating self-deletion as you hear this against your team.
Hurry, way downtown, bang! Bang!
Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter of all time. I hate to say it, but he, Kevin Durant, and the Golden State Warriors are the sole reason I checked out on the NBA back in around 2018. That is simply how dominant they were. And
they really had it on lock. It was really like that, bro. And that's the thing about like the impact I was talking about that Steph had, bro. Everybody wants to keep him out of the GOAT conversation. Give it a couple years, for real.
I don't know if it's just like a light skin thing, as if they are required to go through a humiliation ritual to obtain their powers. But I liken Steph to both Patrick Mahomes and Will Smith. We all know that years ago, Patrick's girlfriend at that time, Brittany, was embarrassing him with countless tweets, fan interactions, and videos featuring his worthless brother Jackson.
All those people that doubted us and hated on us and thought we were gonna lose this game, yes I did!
Who's we? You're not on the field. I hate when people be like, oh, we did this, we did that. Bro, you were not on the team, bro. You were not on the team. You might got your jersey, you might have watched the whole thing, but you were not on the team. Pat did that. To be honest, I don't think that's a big deal. But to be posting on your story acting like that, bro, it's like, it's not that hard to not look stupid. Especially when your actions make somebody else look stupid.
Now, to be completely fair to her, I feel like she has calmed down with most of that and really distanced herself from the sideshow brother. And as for my
and then she started hitting the white girl. Bro, them the black baby daddy dance moves, bro.
And as for my guy Will, y'all know his legacy was tarnished because his wife loves to emasculate him every chance she gets.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
And we have also talked.
That's so horrible, bro. Jada Pinkett Smith is evil. She is an evil woman, bro. I can't lie. The blame is really on Will for staying with her, bro. At the end of the day, you always got a choice. I don't know why he stayed with that woman. She got to be hitting on something crazy for him to really be taking that disrespect, bro. But to be honest, he gets disrespected every time he posts a video, every time he posts a freestyle. So, shit, bro. Maybe it's a lesser of two evils.
Talked in the past how Steph's wife Ayesha is yet another one of these women who does this exact same thing. I think the downfall really began the night of June 16th, 2016, when LeBron would score 41 points, evening up the NBA Finals at 3 games apiece, before eventually coming back in historic fashion from being down 3-1 to Steph Curry and the Warriors. Following that night, Ayesha would tweet that the NBA was rigged, and that she had just witnessed it with her own 2 eyes. To me, this was the first sign that she was beyond willing to speak her mind, no matter what the cost and how it could affect her husband and his career.
That's like W wife business. Bro, I can't lie. That's W wife business. If I lose, bro, I'm sorry. If I'm an NBA player and I lose the game to the best to ever do it, I want my wife making every excuse to why I lost. I don't want her saying, oh, they played a good game. Oh, they, you know what I mean? They had this on their side. They had that on their side. No, I want her to say it was rigged. I want her to say the competition was fake.
Keep in mind, Steph has always kept his head down and his nose clean. Like, I'm talking about absolutely no scandals on or off the court.
But this fool is such a cornball, so it's like, it's no surprise that a girl would play him like this, to be honest. So it's like, I see it, bro. I see it.
While also pocketing a cool $1 billion along the way. And I feel like when Steph was first going off, really making a name for himself, everyone loved his family. He was bringing out the baby to the press conference. The wife was doing the cooking show. But it was simply not enough for Ayesha, and over time, it's really just gotten more and more embarrassing. First 6 years ago, we had this clip from the Red Table Talk where relationships go to die. Ayesha went on there with the Sith Lord herself, and also Steph's mother of all people, and she had this to say about yearning for attention from other men. Because there are women out there constantly thirsting over her husband, and she wanted some of that same lust.
Why would she do that?
Something that really bothers me and like on.
Why would she go on this show, bro? After what happened, and why is Jada back on here? I mean, cause she didn't, bro. She suffered no repercussions for her actions on that show, her words on that show. So I understand why she'd be back on here. But why? Assuming your relationship is going good, why are you on this show? Why are you in this sewing circle, bro? So you could disrespect your husband like publicly to like millions of viewers. It don't make sense.
Honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves. But me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention.
Who's throwing themselves at this woman?
She is very gorgeous to me.
Who in the chat is throwing themselves at this woman? No offense, bro. She not like bad looking, but who? Like you won. You won. What do you need male attention for? But that's the thing, like, think about women, bro. You give them an inch, they gonna take a mile. They gonna want a mile. They might not take it, but they gonna still want that mile. And every time you don't give it to them, bro, they gonna nag you about it, and they gonna remind you that they ain't got it. You know, you don't see LeBron's wife acting like this because she knows she got LeBron. But also, LeBron be cheating on his wife. Do with that information what you will.
And so then, like, I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
Like,
looking. You're not even. But I'm gonna tell you something.
Now, her saying all that while Curry's mom is sitting right next to her is downright insane to me. She even tries to save her by saying, oh, you're not looking for that girl. What does it matter?
And she's about to say, I've been looking. Like, you see her, she about to be like, I've been looking, and I don't see it.
something wrong with
You're
me?
not.
Like,
You're not looking.
what?
And keep in mind, they did get married fairly young, so maybe she did not get to...
Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, this is a far cry from what I'm seeing on the red table, bruh. I mean, you want male attention, go to the gym. I mean, you got that male's attention in front of you. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I never will. So it's like, I'm wasting my time trying to.
Keep in mind, they did get married fairly young, so maybe she did not get to experience all of the things that she wanted to. But saying that you crave the attention of other men when you're already a mother and a wife for years at that point is strange. And something that she really should have kept to herself or talked about in private.
That's a fact, bro. She really should have kept it to herself or talked about it in private, but not publicly. Not publicly. And that's why I feel like that's how I feel about like getting married young. I feel like it'll never go right because it's like at the end of the day, you got to get certain things out of your system. You got to experience certain things in your life. And it's like that's kind of similar to with my situation. It's like I was locked in treating this woman like my wife when we were like too young to even know what that meant. And it's like I kind of see the similar things in this situation where it's like it appears he's doing everything he needs to be doing as a man. Like he has status, like the most status, some of the most status in his field. I feel like given time, maybe it would have been a different outcome. You know what I mean? If she got to do her little do in college, then maybe she'd have it out of her system. She'd be out of gas and ready to settle down. But this is not a woman who's ready to settle down. This is a woman who want to be outside. This is a woman who want to be off the Casa Fricos in the club, in a section of a dude she don't even know who probably just took out a loan or like got a new credit card and swiped that shit till it stopped hitting.
And that is really going to be a running theme in this video. You know, it's not like it's wrong to have feelings because relationships are complicated and they go through various stages. But hey, here comes Jada to give her some advice.
Because I dealt with that for years too. Like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like
that's
oh my
not
God.
fair.
I mean,
because I don't want it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to know that like someone's looking.
But
Right,
you're
that can get
beautiful.
real
Don't
dangerous.
ever think for 1 minute that it ain't some men out there looking at you like I wish.
Honestly.
And I'm gonna tell you who knows that more than anybody.
That's a rare Jada W. Shit. Standing ovation for that one, y'all.
Curry's mom even tells her, like, this is a dangerous line to walk.
But
That
when
can
your
get
radar
dangerous.
turn,
Now, the next
Jeez,
instance of
real talk.
embarrassment would occur on yet another daytime talk show, The Real. This clip does go viral time and time again because of what happens after they bring out this old up shirtless dude named Marcel.
Marcel.
Do you like watching sports? Because I know I do. But watching sports can be really boring when you don't have a dog in the fight. But one thing that made watching sports fun for me again was PrizePicks. On PrizePicks, you can bet over and under on your favorite players and their performance in the next game. And you can actually make money off it. And let me let y'all in on a little secret. If you use my link in the description, you'll get $50 free to bet on your favorite players. So what are you waiting for? Use that link and get your money. And if you don't like sports betting, you can just put it on a safe bet, keep your free $50, and buy yourself a Mitchell hat. Link in description. Now back to the video. Lord, pray for my enemies And protect me from these hoes, bro. Protect me from these hoes masquerading as wives. Sheesh. If it was me, hey man, where's the paper, bro? Sheesh. You got it. You got it. Kids too. I don't want nothing.
Now the hand gesture there is just absolutely diabolical, and I get that she's like joking, but if the tables turned and Steph was doing the same thing around some cocktail waitress on a podcast, I think that both women and men would think that that shit is pretty wild. And it's funny how it's always another woman on the show who immediately sees what she's doing as crazy and tries to get her to stop.
But she's not gonna stop, because at the end of the day, bro, a woman's gonna do what a woman wants to do. If she wants to do that, she gonna do that. Her friends could tell her she looks crazy, but she gonna be like, no, my man's okay with it. My man's okay with it.
Or no, that's my man. That's my man. Everybody knows that's my man.
But at the end of the day, bro, what you making it look like?
And during this same interview, she would also go on to put Steph's love for feet on display. Yes, I'm serious.
This is gonna turn into a whole other thing, but
What?
my husband really loves my feet.
Oh, I love that.
And so, like, the light was hitting him just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo and send him a picture of my feet. So I always say, like, when he says to send nudes, like,
Yeah.
that's what he's getting, a picture of my bare feet.
Yeah, it's rap, Steph. It's rap, Steph. That's private information that nobody should have access to, bro. She putting it on a show. This is her personality, bro. This is who she is. You could have had a woman who would stay at the house, take care of the kids. You got a woman going on talk shows talking about, like, what you're into, bro. That you would probably prefer people not knowing. Because if you wanted people knowing it, you'd be saying it yourself. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with her, genuinely, bro? Like, what is wrong with her? But it's like, clearly, we know what's wrong with her. It's a lack of respect. Like, I notice it specifically when you turn a corner on a woman. It's like, if you do something that you shouldn't have done, or, like, there's, like, a beef that y'all can't get through, they don't respect shit.
I don't know if he's happy about that, but that's okay.
And like I said,
I don't know if he's happy about that, bro. You telling me you could control a whole offense, bro, but you can't control this, bro. You can't control this woman, bro. Then leave her. And you put a stone on her finger, bro. That's crazy.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
with
That
him
shit for
eating
sure
his
happened
meat to
bro.
feet.
I'm sitting here butt ass naked, and he outside. He don't know what's going on. He coming in and see me. My ass is grass. You know what I'm saying? Huh? When I fucked the nigga.
But some things are once again better kept private.
All right, girl, now we know something about him. He likes feet, sisters. He's going to kill me.
And with these latest antics, it's really only gotten worse. As a couple weeks back, Aisha went on the Call Her Daddy podcast to talk about how she has felt discontent with her life as a mother from time to time, and how it's basically
God.
hard to deal with her not.
Nothing good is ever discussed on that podcast, bro. And just hearing that preface, prepare yourself for some shit, y'all. I ain't even seen this clip yet.
Being the star of the show.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
What career, though? Like, this is what I'm saying. What career? Like, Steph Curry's wife? Steph Curry's embarrassing wife? That's your career. Focus on that. Be Steph Curry's embarrassing ex-wife.
So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
And it's fine to look back in retrospect and acknowledge hard moments where maybe you question your life path or your decisions, or maybe even your identity, but later she says this is something that still bothers her till this day.
But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
And the thing to me is, like, she is a very successful person on her own merit. Like, don't get me wrong, being his wife likely opened most of these doors for her in these situations, but she also hit home runs with her opportunities, having several very successful restaurants. She has also been highlighted time and time again on mag.
Christian, this track, I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game and how you travel.
Man, you're casual.
She do got some accolades. We gotta give flowers where it's due.
magazines and even having her own TV shows. I'm just saying, it's not like she's some silent woman in the corner only there to appease her husband. Yet she still comes off as insecure, but then again, she did say that she thought that she would be the breadwinner, despite also knowing that Curry was going to be a high draft pick making massive waves in college when they met.
I didn't know that he was gonna end up playing basketball. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach.
That's crazy. That's crazy how life turns out, bro. He wanted to be a high school basketball coach, and he started off wanting to be a high school basketball coach, and she wanted to be a career woman, and he became one of the best basketball players there ever was or will be. Changed the game, and she go on podcasts and TV shows making him look stupid. I mean, she also got her own accolades, give respect to those, but for the most part, she's known for making him look stupid.
I thought I was gonna be like the girl out there getting it, so I didn't know.
I don't know, I just don't really understand how someone can come off as so ungrateful after having such a fortunate hand dealt to them in life. Like, she has 1 million times the opportunity that other women have. I'm talking about nannies, endless therapy, countless money, and endless doors of opportunity being open to build an identity away from simply being a wife and mother, which it is very apparent to me that Steph has allowed her to explore. And yet she just comes out to crap on it every couple of years. I mean, to me, we all have a role to...
Because he gives her these opportunities, but she takes them for granted. And that's the thing that I would suggest to any man who takes care of their woman in the way she needs to be taken care of, or the way a woman should be taken care of, to look out for. At the end of the day, everything you do is going to be expected. Like I said, you give a woman an inch, she going to want a mile, bro. She might not take it, but she going to want it, and she going to let it be known every chance she gets. And at the end of the day, bro, it's like he gave her the mile without her asking. So it's like, to her, that's an inch. So at that point, it really ain't shit you could do. At that point, it's poison. Flush it down the toilet, forget about it, get a new one.
Playing our life and our various relationships, and I don't know if she needed more dating experience or to get out the mud on her own, but to me, she really just comes off as if she had a full ride at Jada's school of embarrassing your husband. I mean, you would never catch LeBron's wife on this shit, out here taking backstage photos with Drake. Like, she won't even take
Oh my god, wow.
LeBron's wife on this shit, out here taking backstage photos with Drake. Like,
bro, if that happened to me, bro, oh my god, I'm going back to
would
that.
never catch LeBron's wife on this shit, out here.
Bro, if I ever caught a girl I was even talking to backstage with any artist and I'm not there, sheesh. Y'all seen that one episode of Boondocks, bro, the one with Usher?
You can't have my wife!
Bro, where's a pimp named Slickback when you need him, bruh?
Taking backstage photos with Drake. Like, she won't even take a picture with a male fan because she knows the narratives that could spark from that. And I want to make it clear, in no way am I...
That's such W wife business. Like, I hope more than anything that God blesses me and everybody who drops a like on this video right now. A woman just like LeBron's wife, man.
I'm not saying that women need to, like, sit back and be silent and try and look good, or that they can't have an identity outside of their family or their husband. If anything, I think the exact opposite. I think that those things are very healthy. I'm just saying that it seems like every time she opens her mouth, it's always bad and embarrassing. Like, maybe she just needs to stop doing these interviews. I don't really know what the solution is. But yes, every time she goes viral, it's for something like this. But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about this situation, both men and women. Do you find it to be disrespectful? Do you think she's just, like, telling her story?
I agree. I honestly agree. I want to hear y'all perspectives. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments, bro. Truthfully, I think she's just being disrespectful. I think Steph gave her too much early on, and she don't respect that man no more. The way she talks about him, the way she spreads his business, the way she goes on these shows, basically talking about how she's discontent with her situation publicly. It's like, that's one thing you could tell to him. That's one thing that you could tell to a professional, but that's not something you tell to the world, especially when everybody's eyes on you. That's stupid. And that's just like I mean, that's Thuder activity. That's like Selena Powell activity. This is not how a woman who carries her life or carries herself like a woman should act. That being said, I understand, like, and respect her attempts at trying to stand on her own 2 feet and be Ayesha Curry and not Steph Curry's wife. And I think, like he said, man, that's something very admirable. Like, you know, there's nothing better than having a woman where it's like you could go to a party or like a get together, like just any event, and you don't gotta hug her side, she don't gotta hug yours. You could both do your own thing separately, make connections, come back together, and it's like you made double the connections. That's like a powerful partnership to have. But this is not that. This is a toxic partnership, and it's possibly, I could even see this leading to the downfall of Steph Curry. I'm not necessarily downfall of Steph Curry, but I can see this going like very bad for him and putting him in a situation he wished that he's seen earlier. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This was a really interesting one for me. I talked for a very long time. Shout out Jamari for making this video. Man, never take a chance on a woman like Ayesha Curry. You see your woman start acting like Ayesha Curry, hey, I don't got a pair of scissors, but cut it off. We playing soccer, bro. Kick her out the crib. Seriously, right now. If your girl act like this, she's sleeping on your bed right now, kick her out right now. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate y'all for watching this. Man, I'll see you on the next one, bro.